We are in the January transfer window. Of course, so much is happening. United signed Vegos, Arsenal signed Trossard, the big ones, Kina Mudryk for 100 freaking M. And a very geopolitical move. Gakpo, Spurs have not signed anyone. Tumewa Gazamp to Trossard, by the way. They put in a bid Kakataliwa. Those are the big ones you would say have happened. Danny Ings moving from Aston Villa to West Ham and getting injured straight away.
He's injured on arrival.
But they ametoka, still missed for like 2 months or something. Or is it 6 weeks? Danilo, I think the South American, has joined Nottingham Forest. He might be joining. That might be a good sign.
Joao Felix.
Oh, Felix joining Chelsea again.
Tulishamsahau.
I feel like those guys will be a game changer for Chelsea by in the coming weeks, but time will tell.
It will be insane.
Who do you think has been
Signing of the season?
the best signing of the season? And
For January.
no. Overall, so far the season, how it has been since August. Who has been the best signing and who has been the worst in terms of, or AKA who has been the flop?
The
Because I
flop.
got plenty of contenders
Oh, yeah.
for the flop.
Chances missed.
Hey, hapa sijui nitachukua nani, niko na wengi. Start off with you, Chris. Who is your flop of the season and best signing of the season so far, and why?
Okay. I'm just gonna say on stats. So the flop of the season on stats is Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of chances missed, because there's that stat.
No, I think there has been worse, but yeah,
That
okay.
thing is crazy.
He's missed so many chances.
Yeah.
I think he's had the most open
Yeah.
chances. There's
Yeah,
a stat.
that he has missed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, that doesn't mean that I think he's gonna be a bad player in the future.
but so far,
Yeah.
Flop.
yes.
So far, so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
I'm surprised I couldn't to Chelsea hapo I can find, but anyway.
Yeah.
The best.
Aubameyang can still come up, but yeah,
Aubameyang,
is-
easily.
Lakini
it didn't cost
Aubameyang-
much. Of course, you have to consider the cost factor, but you know,
He's had a few goals also. I don't know who has more goals between him and Darwin.
I think Darwin,
Darwin
actually.
has a few more.
yeah.
Uh,
Best signing so far.
best signing has to be Haaland.
Mm.
Numbers.
Yeah. by the way,
Numbers.
Or numbers hands down. Yeah.
Has to be.
All right. So Haaland and your own Uruguayan Lukaku. Okay. Timo, who has been your flop of the season so far?
This one, I'm saying with all the bias in my heart. I don't care if he's played 2 games or 3
Or
games.
20.
Cody Gakpo. And the reason I say this is because, let me tell you, from Liverpool, it's crazy.
Come on, man.
The thing is,
game start
I don't care. No. I'll give her an idiot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's because he stole him from them.
that's true. Lakini sasa ona kiherehere. Where did that get you?
Yeah.
You got a defending striker. Mtu ako mbele ya post, uko kwa mafans.
Yeah.
Hii uko.
Yeah.
I love it. No lie. I love it. But I know he'll come good eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
This year Eredivisie, and Anthony is learning that the hard way as well. I don't think he's a flop as such, but you see the price tag
Could have
has
done
made-
better. You expect much more return.
Yeah, so I have high expectations of Anthony.
Yeah.
I don't think he's one of the flops, but he's not. So ako hapo katikati.
He's not in the top 3.
He's not
Definitely.
overachieving.
He's
Yeah.
not in the top 3.
But Gakpo.
Do you
we
think
can say-
Gakpo is not performing well because he come to a club that is struggling?
Let me tell you, if Gakpo
Ama you don't care.
If he went to United or Arsenal, Gakpo would have
He'll
5
have been
goals
on point.
easily.
Yeah, he'll have been on point.
Easily right now. Sasa yeye ameenda Liverpool juu anajua nitainua hii club tena.
Van Dijk,
And
fuck
then,
time,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kwenda.
Or maybe you guys were just gazumped to it by Liverpool.
No, yeah, but as we're beat, I won't lie. Yeah, I wanted Gakpo, but the Ten Hag wanted Gakpo.
You wanted, but even the issue with Liverpool is the pressure. I don't know that and Salah.
When
There's no that at the aim say you have to score for us to win. Can be
Sadio Mane, bro.
But the
Put
Sasa
respect.
the game, how is Gakpo coming in and you're expecting him to score for us to win, and as in it's just come now. Kuna Salah na kuna wase wengine huko.
No, afungie.
Then he misses a chance is the headline as in this guy's a flop.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
It's crazy.
British press. You're lazima.
Ni mbaya.
You're going to milk it. We'll
Ni
milk
mbaya.
it. The same Nini Anthony has been going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to know that, sorry, but just to divert a little bit, digress. It's like when you're talking about Sir Alex coming in, and everybody was going crazy.
yeah.
Hamang tongs, like, wataka Sir Alex atolewe.
Ishie,
It's time to pack the bags, bruv. The same with Arsenal. Yeah. Wenger, Arsenal. Who does this guy think he is?
There's so much
Same
to be
with
fair.
Bergkamp, the Dutch flop.
Do you know I was watching that
And
documentary.
you're thinking, oh my God, Dutch flop. And then how it turned out, you're like, hey.
Even Saka after Euros, all that hate, and then now guys are like he's a champion.
England huko ni
English media is
kubaya.
like- English media is like-
It's very terrible.
I think it's
very
a worst.
biased.
It's a worst.
It's very biased.
And it's not just with sports. Hata kina Princess Diana, kina nini. It's just horrible. Kina Meghan.
all
Markle.
round. Yeah. And I was very surprised by
horrible.
the hiyo shit ilianza tena. Maybe sasa ni venye imekuwa accentuated by social media, but damn, imekuanga hapo toka back in the day. It's
horrible.
All right. So you are
Signing of the season.
Yes.
I think you already know who I'm going to say. The reason I'm not saying Haaland is because I don't think Haaland has revolutionized Manchester City.
He hasn't overachieved.
It's not even
on
that.
an
For
individual
him
capacity.
personally.
On an individual capacity.
Oh my goodness, his numbers are insane.
Yes.
But I'm looking at it holistically. Like what player has come and changed the mood in the stadium, has
Yes.
changed how the team play.
Yes.
This is the one guy, as Pocheza, you already
It's different.
feeling like, hey, I don't think we'll weather. And for me, that is one Casemiro.
Man.
No bias. No bias.
okay,
by the way.
I can't see
But,
that.
but you,
Okay.
you see my point. You see my
Well,
point.
yeah.
Why was the headline United are out? Like United don't have Casemiro and they're going to Arsenal. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, why are the stats? Oh, with Casemiro win percentage in
Yeah.
70 what? Without him,
It's this
you know,
and that. Yeah.
it's because the influence and the impact this guy has is insane. The way he shields our back five, there are very few DMs. I
does the same?
don't think there's any DM right now.
Partey does that.
He does, but Partey is not on Casemiro's level.
When this season or overall?
Well, both.
I mean, because you'll go back to what he's done at Madrid and, the Cubs. And I mean, Casemiro is dope, all right?
I'm just saying, like for this, we are talking about his impact this season,
Yeah.
and so Casemiro has been.
I think in terms of
been-
impact,
Like
Casemiro comes
a
second.
towering figure,
For
like a
us-
towering figure in there.
Yeah.
For us, it's a breath of fresh air because we've been crying out for this signing for the last 6-7 years. I think since Carrick left, we've not had a proper six.
Yeah.
Someone who is good on the ball, someone who will go into the tackles, someone who has stamina, will last the whole game. And now Casemiro is even pulling passes that we didn't know he had in his locker. And so for me, that's been a very substantial and influential
Signing.
and I can say
Overall.
that proudly as a United fan.
Yeah.
I know Haaland is a very, very good signing,
Yeah.
but what Casemiro has done for United as opposed to what Haaland has done for City, I think Casemiro just edges it for me.
For you.
Yeah.
All right. The only reason I would say Casemiro comes second to Partey in terms of impact and everything else influence is just because Arsenal is top. Yeah, because overall, I mean, like we're saying, Thomas Partey is the one ingredient on Arsenal. You take him out, that team is almost collapsing.
But how long have you had Partey?
Well, he's been there for a minute, but I'm just saying impact he has had this season so far. Just this season, peke yake. Achana the fact that
he was playing that position.
playing that position. Because you can't say, Casemiro, we had to take him to adjust and everything. I mean, he's a world beater, that one. He's not the one you give time to ngoja kwanza tu nini.
That's how he gets signing of the season. Partey has had his year to adjust.
No, it's not about signing.
You see?
Yeah, just impact of the players.
But the question was,
It's
signing of
okay.
the season.
It's okay. Signing of the season. I'll come to it. I
want to hear that.
Yeah.
But I get
so
what you're
in
saying,
terms
I
of
guess.
impact for the two players, I would just put Partey ahead of Casemiro just because Arsenal is top, and without him, Arsenal is.
Performance-wise.
And just
Yeah.
because you're talking about Partey, if that strike against Tottenham went in,
Goal of the season.
oh my goodness gracious.
my
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. So yeah, Casemiro, of course, he's done very well for United. Absolutely revolutionized you guys in the midfield. So flop is
Cody
Gakpo. That's a very subjective name, but yeah.
Lazima.
Okay.
I don't know.
And still, it's like how it was with Mudryk, but yeah, I think I'm getting.
But I'm
over
trying
it.
to think about it. Who else? Like what?
I'll
other
tell you a
signing?
guy who maybe
Ibu,
none
please
of you
tell me.
have thought about. Let me start with the flop. The flop for me easily has to be Richarlison.
Oh yeah, does he even have a goal yet?
No,
Do you know why people?
and he cost £60 million.
Why we're not
doesn't
talking
have
about
a
that?
goal
It's
yet,
because of the Champions League. There's a brace. I remember that. I watched that game. There was a brace of headers. I think like
That is
80
called,
and then 83.
Yeah,
and
against
then we
Olympic.
thought
Is it Marcel?
something, and they were
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
Richarlison is a good shout because he's trash in the league.
he's
In the
trash.
league,
Dude was bought for £60 million. He has no goals.
Even in the World Cup, I was thinking, where is this guy playing? Because to be honest, I would have started, but he plays well for Brazil.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
But I was like, hey, put anybody else. Because that
but
guy in the
then
league,
anybody but him.
yeah, anybody but him.
But
Yeah.
do you think,
And he has all this shithousery, like what he was doing against Ramsdale.
how was he not fined for that?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
it's
for real, how?
yeah. That's a guy who cost 60 million and has no goals and has the audacity to do that. So for me, he's a straight up winner
Oh,
of
yeah,
flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a top contender. He's definitely winning
yeah,
it.
yeah. How did I think of that?
So
yeah.
flop for me, I'll go with that. I would never put Gakpo there.
I'm just
Like that.
biased.
Yeah, very subjective.
And I'm hurt.
Yeah, but if Mudryk goes to the end of the season without goals, which is a big if,
You know,
I don't think he will. I'll easily put it there.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause,
buying, I'm buying Mudryk on my FPL right now. After the
Ara-
Liverpool game.
He's 7.0 million.
I'm
He's
buying
seven.
that guy.
I think it's worth. He was worth having a shout in the.
But
in the
Chelsea
FPL.
don't have even double game weeks and all that. Your
Yeah.
FPL should be 60% red.
Yeah.
You need Arsenal, United players, City players, Newcastle players. You're good.
And you're good.
Those are the
Best
guys who are
signing of the season so far. Umesema nani?
Said Haaland.
Haaland,
Alan Casemiro.
Casemiro. Oh yeah. Hey,
Someone
sorry.
else apart from those two. Who do you
Yeah,
think?
I think for me, I would put in Zinchenko. Yeah, Zinchenko, he brings leadership at Arsenal. I saw him when you were playing against you guys. You see, like when the guys are crowded, it's not the captain who speaks.
That's a crazy thing. I saw those videos the other day. I'm just like,
Zinchenko
Zinchenko is the
It's
one that
Zini.
gives this
Yeah.
team talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonapia Asesai, he's 25. He has won 4 titles, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me, he brings a lot of diversity, not just on the pitch, but also in terms of leadership and just, marshalling these guys up because they're up for the league, bro. Like, Arsenal is contending in it.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy has been there 4 times. Even Ilya kuchase, amekuwa chased. So he has seen it all in terms of that. And even his gameplay. Like, for United, bro, aliwacheza kila mahali. Unamwona right wing, unamwona kule ana attack, mara left back, mara ameingia kwa Xhaka. He's very versatile. He's very good.
He scored a header from a corner. In the early games, I was like, how is Zinchenko scoring?
Yeah, he even assisted with a header.
Oh, yeah, he assisted.
He assisted
He did score.
Martinelli with a header. So I think for me, just because of that impact and the quality he brings on the pitch and off the pitch, I would easily put him as the signing of the season. But it's a very small gap between him and Casemiro for me. Yeah. Haaland,
like that
yes.
shout. I like that
Haaland.
shout.
I mean, Haaland has... He's got a lot of goals, but Man City always score goals.
That's the thing.
The argument is even that Man City are kind of weaker now with him. He scored all the goals.
Yeah.
But I'm sure though, if you look at their points right now that they have, and you look at like their stronger season, like maybe not last than the other one.
They had
They-
more
they
points.
probably had more points.
And this guy is
Probably
bagging
had
goals for fun. But still, so I think overall impact-wise, he's falling a bit short because he's bagging all those and they're still second and 5 points below. Yeah, so I think for impact, I would just not pick him. I would actually pick Zinchenko/Casemiro, but Zinchenko just edging it. Casemiro maybe in the long run, we never know what will happen, so maybe he might eventually come up to be, the better one. But for now, I'd just pick Zini. And if Zini wins the league, obviously, I'll have to pick him
Oh, yeah.
over Casemiro. All right, guys, I think that's all for today. We've spoken about a lot of things. For how many minutes?
You don't want to know.
90 freaking minutes.
You don't want to know.
Oh my God, 90 freaking minutes. So, gentlemen, thank you again. Don't forget, guys, you can always catch this episode on YouTube. I love how you can watch a podcast on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's lovely. It's lovely. So you can catch it on YouTube. You can catch it on Google Podcast. You can catch it on Anchor and Spotify. Just check Extra Digest Podcast and you're good to go. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming through. As always,
having
thank
us.
you to Cube for always coming through for you. I truly absolutely love this drink. You can check it in any outlets nowadays. It's very smooth, by the way, and also very smooth on your pocket. It's not the most expensive, unlike others, but it's very smooth also on your throat. So, big up, QB. Thank you, guys. Let's catch up on the next one. We have some good games happening this weekend, but not big ones.
No.
You can be
FA Cup.
quite dull.
FA Cup.
Oh, it's FA Cup. Yeah, the only big one is I think
Brighton, eh?
Brighton versus Liverpool. I mean, that must be giving him some trauma.
Yeah,
You're the Amex, by the way.
I am not sure. But
Wako Amex.
even though then Anfield
Wako
is
Amex. But it really doesn't matter where they play.
Trent pale ka nini ya Puss in
Yeah.
Boots. Last
Kiwewe.
life. Ni kunoma.
Ni kubaya.
dangerous. Chapadas twice already. Now
yeah.
number 3.
Mbele wanaona success.
Nafunga hat-trick. Mnabati sana nani alienda Trossard because he's the one alifunga hat-trick. I think the other one is also Man City versus Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, Chelsea getting knocked out again by Manchester City before they go and get knocked out again in the Champions League. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's catch up with that and enjoy this. Thank you, gentlemen.
Cheers for having us.
Catch you on the next one.
Cheers, bro.